Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
I dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Stop this. You can't stop this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Blues of Boston.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
11.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 17 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't break the bank doing that, but he did throw the interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here we go. Liking 18.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lang. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Elijah Molden up to make the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lang. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have given the yard down to 16.
It's a gain of
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals nothing.
So that drive spanned 5 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense throughout the first half of the season. As you can see, he's the NFL's leader in touchdown catches. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point now for Borregales. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. It also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete. Jordan Willington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, a second down. And look at this defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Bengals first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Here we go.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll find him losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 82.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's Burrow. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. He'll dump this off to Achane. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter route.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Gun.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. And that one to the right side and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this complete to Whittington. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the plan. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 46-yard group, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
60, Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
70, 70.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Blues will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to put the word smoky into bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
11 MT.
From the 27, Burrow. They set up the screen. Achane has it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes third and the length of the football. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Whittington. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get vet athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
180.
Third and goal, Burrow. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
70, 60, Vikings, 60, 19 Lions, 19 tight, 19 tight, Buffalo 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on the Chiefs. And it's Patrick Mahomes. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Cowboys get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's Justin Fields. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Bears get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Blues offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, they'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Cougar 19, Cub 19, Cub 19.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Lang. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Cam Taylor
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Curry. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
A gain of a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First down.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a first and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. He'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Blues are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And going to Brooks is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curry.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Lang. And
he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the Bengals' 26-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's another.
Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And goal to go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal.
Second and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Blues are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gallis now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Oh, he shoots past him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 35, here's second down and 1.
11 MT.
The option left, it's Burrow. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that is all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on second and 10. Boy, that is caught downfield by Harrison. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Bengals 17.
So that drive, 4 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it, but yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 120 yards rushing for him now. His team has been tremendous all day long.
Stephanie! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Bronco leading! Watch the geek!
When the rep, let's go right here.
Go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and down he Mason Graham gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Up the middle they go. It's Lang. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lang. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready. Cougar 19. Check. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The extra point now for Borregales. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run.
Andy Borregales set to
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's good.
They give left side. Here's Achane. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 31.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
Now it's Burrow. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's get set. Hey, can. 42.
On second and goal, Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That's when that calls incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go, shot. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 177 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be getting a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Austin, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire...
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you